MinWax and welcome to my channel. And I'm really excited about this color palette because it's so simple and so pretty. And I have not worked a whole lot with turquoises before, just kind of by themselves. And oh my gosh, you don't need anything more than that. Essentially, they're just stars. And with this color palette that I've got here, these coasters are spectacular. But a quick learning, this turquoise color, I had originally started out with Artez's Pearl Turquoise, pretty much by itself. And I created a set of coasters yesterday, and they came out what I thought were gorgeous. I mean, I was blown away. And then today, because of the way the cell activator interacted with the colors, I decided I was going to add my handy trusted Glidden brand to that color. So now it's about 3/5 pearl and 2/5 this, because this is opaque, and the Arteza turquoise is a semi, but it's also a pearl color. Now, I've mentioned this before. I'm discovering that the pearl colors don't seem to get me the great results, clean results. Nothing to say bad about Arteza, because I love Arteza. However, I love Glidden even more. I'll just put it out on the record. So I decided to add that, and these colors are unbelievable together. The cells are much better and crisper, and I also thinned down the cell activator a little bit, because yesterday it was a bit thick, just a bit thick. So those were the two things I changed. I added what was the color? Teal? My brain is not working, it's early morning. I added the teal to the pearl turquoise, and I thinned down my cell activator. That was the heater just kicking off, in case you're wondering what the background sound was. So, and if you're new to fluid art, I'm telling you, the best way to learn is to get coasters or some ceramic tiles. Don't have to be these, could be bigger, because you have a little more space to play, and practice, because these tiles, these are like 11 cents a piece at Home Depot. All right, that was my pillow, my Glidden 6011N eggshell. Love that paint. This is Glidden's turquoise phthalo. I'm putting that down to start with. And in yesterday's, I put a little bit less down. And today's, that's another thing I'm doing differently. I'm adding a little more down first. This is a combination of Deco Art's Baby Blue with some silver from Glidden, and a little dab of white from Glidden to just brighten up the blue a little bit. Yes, and I'm doing something different here. I'm going outside of I'm showing pillow through there, but that's okay, because I'm going to fill it over as we go. This is Glidden's Iridescent Pearl. And yes, if you've been watching me, you'll notice that I always lattice work my paints. I just think and feel that it gives me a little more blending of the colors. So that's the pearl. My nose is running, I'm sorry. This is the Iridescent Silver by Glidden. All these paints are mixed with my pouring medium, my usual pouring medium now, which is Valspar 833124. I'll flash it up with semi-gloss from MinWax. Here's the container I keep it in. This is an old, what is this container? It's an ice cream. Talenti. Perfect for storing things in. All right. This is Artez's Pearl Turquoise and Glidden's Teal. as I showed you. This is the difference, adding that teal to this. It's amazing. I love the Golden's paints. Love paints. Love them. Love paints. I love paints. Here's my consistency, by the way. About a 2, when you drizzle it into the tub, about a 2 to 3 second trace, maybe 2-ish. And the pillow is about a 3 to 4. This is the Golden's turquoise phthalo again. And I've had some chunks in it, so hopefully I'm going to get through this without, see, that was a little, something's in there. I gotta remix this batch. I'm almost out, and when you get near the end of it, it tends to get stuff in it from the sides or whenever. When you mix it up, you know, the dried pieces just kind of become part of it. I gotta get through one more coaster, and then we will call that done with this batch. But I want to make sure I get enough of this down there because this color is fabulous. And you know I'm putting down a lot of color. I think I might have put something in there again. No, maybe not. Okay, we'll let it go. My American Floetrol Cell Activator. It's from November. So it's, oh, what is it? It's about a month and a half old now. And yes, I have a lot of paint, but you know what? This is working, so I'm staying with it. Titanium white. You only need a little. Don't go crazy on it. I'm linking here my cell activator recipe so you can see how I make it and what the ingredients are. And then we're going to blow. So I'm aiming my blow straight down into the cell activator to get it to form as much of a circle as possible. And where the paints are blowing out, I have a little bit of a ridge that I can aim my blow at as I get ready to blow this whole thing out. And after that initial blow, I then blow my composition out in all directions. I have a really good video, 419, it's called The Art of the Blow. I'm linking it above here. If you're having problems finding your blow in the first place, I have a really cute cheat that'll help you find it forever. And I talk about how the speed and angle of your blow help in the development of your composition. It's definitely worth checking out, and as we all know, the blow can be quite tricky, even for me, even at this point. So check it out if you get a chance. And here all I'm doing is blowing straight down into the cell activator to try to get it to spread out a little bit so that the colors underneath can push through and create some really nice cells. And while I have a quiet minute here as I'm blowing out, I want to invite you to check out my description where I have links to some of the products I use and links to some of the more educational type tutorials. Absolutely gorgeous color combination. Yeah, I made a video yesterday of the other, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to show you that. And now I've got this. It's just like, okay, I'm going to get rid of the other video and show you this. All I'm doing here is pulling the pillow over the edge, and I will come back when I get that done. I see it. I see it like clear as day. Maybe what I'll do is at the end, I will show you the results the other way, just with that difference in the cell activator a little bit, and let you see what I see. Oh, my nose is just running. Oh. Always the corners are the last pieces of a little coaster to come off, but they're fully covered, so it's just a matter of spinning at this point. Let's just give it another spin. And you don't need many spins. And the way you know that you're done spinning is because you won't have much paint to pick up. At the beginning, you have a lot of paint to pick up, the extra blow-off paint. I still have some here. This spin will probably get most of it. All right, let's give it another spin. And this might be the end. You don't need a whole lot of spinning on these. These are small. Now, if you watch my Lazy Susan creations or even sometimes my paint skins, I might spin for a while. And I'll cut a lot of that out because you don't need to see spinning all day long. You know, I don't need to sit here and put you in a trance or put you to sleep. So we're about done here. I'm going to dunk this guy because I don't like this in the middle. And there's a weird white spot inside the cells. Get rid of that. All right, let's, one more white spot. Now, mind you, you always can get rid of the white spots after the fact. After it's dry, you can always get like a toothpick with extra color. So you always save some color from when you pour to when it's dry. And you can just dab it. Dab it in the color, dab it in the spot. And then the spot is not a spot, but now it's just a piece of color. A piece of color. It's now colored. All right, let's just give it one more quick spin. I'll give it an abbreviated version of the spin. Okay, I think we're done. Then I'm going to clean up the bottoms. You always clean up the bottom before you put it down for the night because you want to get any extra paint off that might pull, that keeps pulling it over. So here's where we are. I got a little white spot. Let me just get it. All right, everybody. Here she is. Not the prettiest of this batch, but this is really cute anyway. So everyone, that's a wrap, and here they are, the 4 of them wet, and then I'm going to show you them resined, so you see that we got from the spinner to the finish line with no problem. And if you're new here, I ask that you please join me, hit the bell, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment and a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And for everyone, if you could leave a comment and a hype the video, I'd really appreciate that as well. So looking at these coasters, I am thrilled with how these turned out. And I want to direct your attention to my description where I do have a KS discount code for 10% off, where you get 10% off. And KS Resin gives me 5% toward future purchases, so everyone wins. At the end, I'm going to link my playlist for coasters, and I have almost 130 different creation videos if you want to check that out. Also here, I'm going to show you the back of this, corked and stamped. And if you want to see how, I have a video, it's 487, I'm linking it here, where I show you how I stamp and brand my creations so you have your name that lives on the piece forever. So that's all I have for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.